Now at the end of Harlem Season 2, they left off with a major cliffhanger. Who was pregnant? Well, we're going to talk about that in today's video. I want you guys to stay tuned.
Well, we came all this way, all this time to just say goodbye.
Town for the weekend. They grew up together. She's literally like a sister.
What? She ain't kiss him like she his sister.
I mean, maybe she's just making sure she's not his sister.
For me, then here it is. We're done. We're done.
I could do you one better. You blocked. Blocked.
But you're totally fine. And so is your baby. Oh, shit! You are pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
I guess I'll let you know what I decide.
What you mean? I don't have a say in this?
You're in a serious, committed relationship.
I mean, what if we have it? I'm not breaking it off for Portia. I ain't gonna do it like that.
Why would you even want to be in that situation?
I wanted to be with you. I wanted to have a baby with you. You didn't want that. I mean, if Portia was just some fling, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
Because we don't have anything to figure out. I do.
You have 3 boys and 1 girl.
I'm finally gonna be a mom. We really want to be parents. If we do it now, I can get pregnant as soon as next month.
There's a great chance of success.
It's a miracle.
Damn, it definitely ain't looking too good for your boy N. And, you know, he's in a very tough situation. I want you guys to let me know what y'all think gonna happen and what Portia gonna think once she finds out that Camille is knocked up. I don't think she gonna be too happy about that, y'all. But what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Harlem, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're gonna be talking about Harlem Season 3, the final season, Episode 1 and Episode 2. This is my quick review, just going over some of the key points in this episode. Not going to go over everything, but if you guys want to talk about some of the things that you thought about those 2 episodes, leave it down below. But y'all know the main thing in this episode, or at least the first 2 episodes, was who was knocked up at the end of Season 2. And we got that answer. It was your girl, Camille. So did any of you guys get it right? Was y'all thinking it was going to be somebody else? Well, it was Camille, the person who thought she could never get pregnant. Remember, the doctor did tell her she had like a 5% chance of getting knocked up. You know what I'm saying? So she did not really believe that it could happen. But guess what? It did happen. And to be honest, I've seen stories just like this personally. And, you know, sometimes the doctor tell you a certain thing. Next thing you know, you still knocked up. So you just never know what's going to happen. And with the doctor telling her, like, look, if you terminate the baby, it is a chance that you may not get knocked up again. And you really got to think about what you want to do. So Camille definitely had a very difficult choice in this episode, which is her choice. And she said, you know what? I'm going to keep it. And the scenes that she had with, N was very emotional, especially after everything that they've been through and what they're going through right now, because you would think these 2 would have been together. It was like the perfect couple, but everything ain't perfect. It's always going to be some type of challenges that's going to come your way, but you got to figure out how you're going to deal with those challenges. And man, your girl Camille, she going through it. But make sure you guys checked out my last few videos. You already know I dropped the Power Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 4 coming March 7th. And I also talked about those first look picks. Check that video out. Let me know what y'all think is going to happen in Raising Kanan Season 4. And also, I dropped the Family Business New Orleans Season 1, Episode 1 and Episode 2 review. Now let's talk about the topic of discussion. Harlem Season 3, the final season, for real? Now, when I dropped the trailer about, 2.5 weeks ago, a lot of the fans of the show was happy as hell that the show was returning. They're just pissed off that it is the final season. And of course, it took so long to get to Season 3. Like, damn, what's really going on? And on top of that, people are getting very upset that all the good shows are ending. And y'all know with these shows, they love ending after Season 3 because after Season 3, the actors, they could get more money, at least for certain networks. They can negotiate to get more money. So in my opinion, this is why you see a lot of the shows ending right after season 3. And it's a lot of them. It's definitely a lot of them. But let's talk about Harlem season 3. A lot of you guys wanted me to talk about this show. It's going to be some other shows that I'm going to talk about as well. Some new shows, just testing things out, giving you guys some different type of content. And y'all already know I review shows like this before. Y'all know I did Insecure back in the day. And this show definitely reminds me of some of those vibes from that show and other shows as well. But let's talk about Camille and your boy N. They had 2 difficult episodes. Your girl Camille has to decide if she wants to keep this baby. N, this man up here with Portia, and she freezing her eggs. They're about to have some babies. So he was probably thinking at the end of episode 2, which based off his body language, it really did seem like he probably thought Camille was going to get rid of the baby. But no, she told him she ain't about to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? She's going to keep it and he going to be a daddy or whatever. And you can tell he's in his head like, man, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Hell, I got to figure out what I'm going to tell Portia because I'm pretty sure he did not let her know. Y'all let me know down below. Y'all think he told Portia about Camille being knocked up? I don't think so, because ain't no way in the hell she would have been that happy when it was at that doctor's office. She's more concerned about her having the kids that she want, and they both want kids. We already know Camille didn't really want kids at all. This is the reason why they broke up, and this is the reason why your boy N hooked up with Portia, because they have some common interests, plus they've been knowing each other for a very long time. They have history, so it made all the sense in the world on why he hooked up with her and why he wanted to have kids with her, but he really wanted to have kids with Camille. And hey, you already know what time it is. I mean, he was clapping her cheeks so many different times and not pulling out what you think gonna happen. Yes, I know it's 5%, but man, that 5% definitely went up, especially if you're shooting up the club multiple times. You already know what time it is. Now, what would you guys do if you was in N's shoes? Would you break it off with Portia and, be with Camille? She is knocked up. She's about to have your child. Or would you do what N was, basically telling Camille? Look, you go ahead and have this baby. We can co-parent. We can work it out like that, which is, something that a lot of parents do. But come on, y'all know deep down inside, it's going to be issues with that. Y'all know Camille, she don't want to do it. She don't want to be going back and forth with him. He with, Portia having a good life. She's a single mom. And that's just a lot of stress and pain right there. So it makes sense on why she felt the way she felt, in that episode, which was episode 2. And I can understand that N wants to do this, but at the same time, it's going to be difficult. It's very difficult, but it could work. Now, if it was me, I probably would just try to fix things with Camille because I already wanted to get her pregnant. And yes, she did, say that she didn't want to have kids, but she did decide to keep it. And after she would have told me that, I would have had to, break it to Portia and let her know, like, look, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much going to be over for us. She's not technically knocked up yet. I understand they do have history, but if I still had love for Camille, which N does, and I want my kids to be in the household where both of the parents are together, I would just try to make things work for our family, which will be very difficult, especially with the history that he has with Portia and the things that she wants and they're going through. So it's a tough choice, but it's a choice that I would make, plain and simple. It's just going to have to be that way. Now, we're going to see how it's all going to play out later on. As I told you guys, I don't believe N told Portia all the details. I don't believe he told her at all that Camille was knocked up in the first place. And once he does, it's going to be, some crazy stuff going on. Because as I told you guys, based off that body language, he probably was thinking that Camille was going to get rid of the baby based off the last conversation that they had. Once he saw that text, you can just tell that he was like, man, how the hell I'm going to fix this? I don't know what I'm going to do. So he really is going to have to figure out what's going to happen next. All I know is this. It's going to be very difficult. And he's probably all in his head. He's probably telling himself like, man, what if I get back with her and try to fix things and a few years from now we still break up? So you have to kind of, pull those pros and cons and, make a big decision. So we're going to see what time it is in the next few episodes. And also, I want you guys to let me know, what do y'all think about Camille's mom? It definitely, is something going on in her head. She's definitely suffering from some mental issues, some trauma from her past. And it's kind of sad, but you see things like this all the time. I mean, Camille, she's trying to have these conversations with her. Her mom doesn't really seem like she cares like that, like she's not really paying attention. But when Camille kind of confronts her, she gets real defensive. So it's crazy, y'all, and it's real sad. I hope things get better by the end of the season, but as of right now, it definitely ain't looking too good. Now let's talk about your girl, Angie. This girl be having me cracking up. She is the life of the party, and in my opinion, she may be a little bit too much for her love interest, Mike. I mean, she wants a big wedding. She wants the bells and whistles. He doesn't really want that big of a wedding. He wants it to be small and all that stuff. And of course, he also wants her to get knocked up. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to have kids. She's like, look, I'm trying to get myself together first. We know her career is really jumping off as of right now. But I believe she said she's going to be in the Girls Trip Broadway play or whatever. So it's looking real good for her. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's going to be some issues down the line for the two. I know they are engaged, but I would not be surprised by the end of the season if something major happens within their relationship. You guys let me know. I mean, based off what I saw from Angie these last few seasons, I would never think she would be the one that will get married. I mean, this girl, she be getting it in. She don't play around. She don't play around at all. And if I was Mike, I'd be watching her because you just never know. Now let's talk about your girl Ty and her new love interest this season, which is going to be Eva, played by your girl Gail Beam. Now, apparently Gail Beam has been auditioning for this show ever since the show started, and they finally, gave her an opportunity to be on the show. And I read that she actually auditioned to be Ty's love interest multiple times. And with her getting his role, this character actually has more story than the other characters that she auditioned for. So I guess they got her right at the perfect moment. Sad thing is, it is the final season. All I'm gonna say is this relationship, y'all know is about to get real messy. I mean, Ty, she already warned her, like, look, I'm toxic. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that I've been through, I'm just letting you know right now, it can get real ugly. Well, it seems like Eva don't give a damn, and trust me, she's ready to turn up with Ty, and I can't wait to see how it's all gonna play out. You guys let me know. Now, also this season, your girl Quinn, she has a new love interest as well, which is going to be Seth, and it's played by your boy Kofi. And man, it's crazy to see, where he has gotten within his career. Y'all know I used to review Queen Sugar, so I remember him as your boy Ralph Angel. But on this show, his name is Seth, and we know he is a baseball player, very successful. The relationship that he's about to have with Quinn, it will be very interesting. I wonder if she's going to get a happy ending, or will something happen, by the end of the season. As of right now, definitely seems like a lot of positive vibes, and it doesn't really seem like anything bad is going to happen. But then again, you just never know. But overall, man, these first 2 episodes was solid. The main thing was finding out who was pregnant, which was your girl Camille. And now we're going to see how everybody deals with it. How will Portia handle the news that Camille is pregnant? And, what is your boy N going to do? What is he going to do? I mean, Camille, she's made up her mind. She's keeping the baby, so she is down to make this work. But as I told you guys, based off the way that your boy N was looking, it definitely seems like he's having some thoughts in his head and trying to figure out what he needs to do next, which at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like it's going to be, any type of happy endings for him. I got a feeling your girl Portia is going to be like, man, screw that. She's pregnant, go ahead and be with her. Know what I'm saying? She got your baby, be with her then. But then again, Portia could say, you know what? Let's make it work. We can still do this. You know what I'm saying? I love you and we gonna get through it. Which, if that's the case, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't think it's gonna play out like that. I think it's gonna be some type of twist, and I cannot wait to see how it's all gonna play out. Now, I want to thank you guys once again for supporting your boy. I will give you more content. If y'all support the video, I'll definitely do episode 3 and we can talk about it next week. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.